So now we go to news and views from Asia, the Philippines, and China. And let's start with the focus of attention for the past few months, Korea and China. Xi Moon exchanged conciliatory notes as China, South Korea moved to mend ties on its 25th diplomatic anniversary. This is the report, and we use the South China Morning Post, but include others. China and South Korea marked the 25th anniversary of their diplomatic ties on Thursday with exchange of messages amid a row over Seoul's deployment of U.S. missile defense system. Xi noted that the two nations had together made positive contributions to regional peace and development. Moon also sent a message to Xi, expressing the hope that the two countries will have more substantial and cooperative ties in the future, the South Korean Foreign Ministry said. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, meanwhile, told his South Korean counterpart, Xinhua, what the two nations should work together to tackle the root causes of North Korea's nuclear ambitions. The anniversary comes at a tense time for the two countries after Seoul made a turnaround and agreed to deploy the terminal high-altitude area defense anti-ballistic missile of the U.S. System known as THAAD after heightening of pressure from both North Korea and the U.S. The THAAD deployment caused Chinese people to stop tour groups going to South Korea in March, while Chinese boycotted stores owned by South Korean firms Lotte after it was revealed that it had allowed the missile shield to be installed on its land. The celebrations to mark the anniversary, the 25th anniversary, were low-key compared to 5 years ago. Okay, and now on to another very central institution in the new 21st century global economy. AIIB receives third AAA credit rating. And this is directly from the Asian Infrastructure Bank website. The S&P Global Ratings announced it has assigned the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB, its highest possible rating and a stable outlook. According to its press release, S&P has provided its AAA/A-1+ long and short-term issuer credit ratings to AIIB. S&P stated, quote, "The ratings reflect our opinion that over the next 3 to 5 years, AIIB will establish a track record and significantly enhance its operational setup, supporting our assessment of its very strong business profile and its extremely strong financial profile." The announcement is contained in the document entitled, quote, "Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank assigned AAA/A-1+ rating, outlook stable," unquote, dated July 18, 2017. And now let's go to an intriguing news that involves the global financial system. And many people are asking questions why Germany is doing this. This is the report. Germany has got its gold back. They must know something we don't. This is from CNBC. An official announcement last week that the Bundesbank had pretty much repatriated half its gold reserves ahead of schedule has once again sent the rumor mill into overdrive. But the talk has now stepped up a notch, with the Bundesbank confirming Thursday it has already moved 583 tons of gold out of New York and Paris. Its plan to hold half its gold in Frankfurt is now 3 years ahead of schedule. Reporting the news, Reuters said that some argue the world's second biggest bullion reserve, quote, "may be needed to back a new Deutschmark should the Eurozone break up," unquote. This seems pretty far-fetched, especially given that the Bretton Woods system of fixed exchange rates ended back in the 1970s. Could Berlin really be prepping for the fall of the euro? Countering the rumor mill, the official line from the Bundesbank is saying the new storage plan is, quote, "to build trust and confidence domestically," unquote. In 2015, it released a 2,300-page list of its gold bars. The list contained the bar numbers, melt or inventory numbers, the gross and fine weight, as well as the fineness of the gold. So that is from Germany. and involving you, your money and our money in general. Now from India, this is just to convey the message that India and China and BRICS relations are doing very well despite isolated controversies as in the Doklam territorial questions. BRICS trade ministers meet concludes in Shanghai. From New Delhi, this report, the two-day meeting of the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa trade ministers was held in Shanghai. The Commerce Ministry on Wednesday said a six-member delegation led by Commerce and Industry Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman, participated in the August 1 to 2 meeting. It said the ministers adopted 7 documents at the conclusion of the meeting, and that includes trade in services cooperation roadmap, e-commerce cooperation initiative, and framework on strengthening the economic and technical cooperation, and outlines for BRICS investment facilitation. The ministry also said that Sitharaman held a bilateral meeting with her Chinese counterpart yesterday. This meeting assumes significance as there is a huge trade deficit between the two countries. India's trade deficit with China has marginally dipped to US dollars 51 billion in 2016 to 17 from $52.69 billion in the previous fiscal year. India's bilateral trade with China stood at US $71.48 billion in 2016 to 2017.